Wow. Wow. Hi, hello, good morning, welcome. Hi. Hi, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hi, hello. Hello. Hi, hello. How are you all doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Good. Hello, hello. Welcome. Hi. Hope you're all doing well. Hi. Hello. Happy Monday. Ugh, I'm asleep. Ugh, sleep schedule is hard. It's hard to keep a stable sleep schedule. Uh, but hi, hello, good morning. It's Artstream. It's Artstream today. Um, yeah, Artstream. I don't know what to draw though, but like, look at this. Look at the art I made for Lucy yesterday. Because yesterday was Lucy's birthday. And I was like, I need to make art for Lucy. And then I made this. I kept forgetting about it, and I didn't actually start making it until the last day, the Saturday. And I was just sitting there for like a couple hours just drawing because I had to have it finished. But I think it ended up pretty well, and Lucy liked it, so that's what's important. That's what's most important. Lucy likes. But yeah, I did that. I don't know what to do for this stream. Rat. I like that. That looked better in my head, actually. It's fine, I like it. But I don't know what else to do. What other Pokemon? What other Pokemon tropes are there that I haven't done yet? Hi Joshua, welcome. Hope you're doing well. You little blueberry muffin. That muffin is looking a lot like a hamster. Someone baked a hamster inside my muffin. How close are lemmings related to hamsters? I mean, they look similar, but like, I assume they're more closely related to rats. Rodent, Rodentia. Show me the rodents in ecological order. Please, Google. I mean, Wikipedia. Yes, okay. Rodentia, okay. Uh, oh my god, rabbits aren't rodents? It's close to being a rodent, but it's not a rodent. Anyway, where's lemmings? Not list. Wait, what the fuck are lemmings? Wait, where the fuck? Lemming. It is in Rodentia. What? Then why were you not listed? You stupid family. Chrysitidae, subfamily Arvicolinae. Then what's how's the ecological tree for lemmings look specifically? I don't understand. Coffee. Anyway, the rodent business aside, what what now? Sheep. 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 Do I want to drop Pokemon right now? Unknown. Actually, should I change the name of this and make it like a converge? Nah. It's better as a variant. It's not different enough from regular unknown to be like a convergent form. It's not based on something entirely different. Like how Toad's Cool and Toad's Cruel are fucking mushrooms when Tentacool and Tentacruel are jellyfish. This is still like writing, so like better as a variant rather than anything else. Than any insect? I'm struggling with the insect. I don't know what to do for the insect. Hmm. I feel like this thing is too fat. It's not something that Pokemon would do. Maybe it's just that the perspective is a little bit weird for it. This might be a little bit better. Oh my god, cute bug. The art is pretty cute too. Hi, Sever. Welcome. Fat little bug. Fat little bug. I feel like I have to change the shape of the bug a little bit though. Hit the stage. A voice. Up. Look like Hollow Knight sprite. Maybe I should look at Hollow Knight for inspiration, because I'm struggling to draw the bug. Well, it's mostly the final Evo. I don't know what to do for it. I've had this doodle here for like a while, and then recently I drew like this little thing. Like maybe it can look like this. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I guess I just need to I guess I just need to take a step back and think, what do I want to draw? Because this isn't supposed to be a strict project. This is supposed to be a design exercise of some sort. Just drawing funny creatures. I shouldn't really be too critical of myself. I should just draw cute bug. Draw cute bug. But it's hard to draw cute bug when I don't even know how cute bug. I still need a concept in order to draw cute bug. And clearly I'm struggling with the concepts entirely. Other than like that it's like honey theme. This should not be hard for me. Bees are my favorite like animal. I love bees. I love bumblebees. Bumblebees are my favorite bees. I'm very basic and I love honeybees, but bumblebees are important. Don't make as much honey as honeybees, or else they'd also be called honeybees. But I like the idea of it being covered in honey. Oh, I just remembered the r/no sleep story that I heard recently from Creepcast. Do you guys know Creepcast? It's a podcast uh made by Wendy Goon and Meat Canyon. Not a big fan of Meat Canyon. I do like his animations. They're fun sometimes, even if they're a little bit disturbing. But I do like Wendigoon a lot. I really like video essays and stuff like that, and very like also like the kinds of topics that he talks about. But they have this podcast called Creepcast, where they like read like creepypasta and other like online like internet horror stories. And there was one in particular I watched the video. That I clicked on the video because it had a moth in the thumbnail, and there was indeed a moth in the story, but it was a very creepy, disturbing moth. But like I just thought about that because at one point in the story, the moth creature was described as being very sticky, and so I thought, hey, I can make them. I thought I could make them sticky, and I was like, oh, that reminded me of that. Take a longer way home. Even now, even now, he'll never ever say so. He drives fast just to feel it, feel it. Drive slow if the song's not over. Drown it out, drown it out. Oh my god, guys! 3 days, 13 hours, 30 minutes, and 11 seconds until Breach comes out. Oh, I'm so excited! Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean what I think it means? Does it come out exactly on midnight on the Friday? He's putting on a drum show. Even now, he'll take the longer way home. Yeah, because we're now at 10:30, which means it'll be exactly 3 days at midnight, I believe, which means midnight. That'll be Tuesday. And 3 days from Tuesday is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It will indeed drop midnight on Friday, which means even though Friday is music requests, I think I'll have to make this at least the first hour. I mean, it usually takes an entire hour before people actually put in music requests, or at least we'll start listening to them. So I guess it's fair that I do a reaction to the album before we start the music request. There's no way it's longer than like 40 minutes. The entire album isn't out, so it doesn't show like the full length of the album on at the top, because it shows the timer for when it comes out. But it has 13 songs with an average of like 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, 3.5 minutes times 13 is like, I assume it's around 40 minutes. 40 or so minutes. So I hope you guys don't mind that I react to the new 21 Pilots album on Friday before we start the music request. I hope you won't mind. Hi, Princess Edit. Welcome. I don't listen to them. I only listen to Kanye West. Only Kanye? That's some dedication. Kanye West, EMS, the Slump God, and Comethazine, only people I listen to. Not familiar with those other two. Only familiar with Kanye, but I only I also only have like a few bands that I listen to. Then again, I do also listen to like genres. I do have a emo playlist filled with bands that I don't usually listen to outside of just the emo music. That reminds me, apparently Into Deep by Sum 41 uh is turned 20 years old the other day. And a lot of people on Twitter were like, "Man, why can't white boys go back to making music like this?" And I found that funny. When did white boys lose their sauce? Got a Kanye West beanie. Getting another Kanye West hoodie soon. Cool. Hey, Hazuki, welcome. I'm too lazy to make it look correct. There, a creature. Fuck. Wah, 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 wah. Let them go. Wah, wah. Gonna watch some anime. Good night, everyone. Alright. Good night. Hold on hold on a minute. Uh-huh. It's on the 11th of September. That Book of Mormon starts playing over in Oslo. Man, I wish I could go. I mean, theoretically, I could. But it costs money, and it's not money I'm willing to spend. I was willing to go see Cats, but I'm not willing to go see Book of Mormon. Even though I really like the guy they got for the guy who's playing Elder Price. I think that guy's pretty fun. I like that guy. Pretty well known Norwegian comedian. That's such a weird thing, by the way. Book of Mormon in the year of our Lord 2025, really? They got the license for a Book of Mormon production in 2025? And not something like, I don't know, Hamilton? But Book of Mormon looks like it's gonna be. It looks like it's really good. They haven't released too many songs on on the YouTube channel for it. It's usually just behind the scenes promos. But they released two songs, videos for two songs on their YouTube, and that's You and Me, but mostly Me, and Man Up. Obviously, like translated into Norwegian. And surprisingly enough, they were localized really well. Especially Man Up. Sure, there's some wordplay that had to be like changed because, you know, we don't have, because certain wordplay don't work in Norwegian the way it does in English. But they localized it pretty well. It's really cool. Sometimes I wish more people in my chat could speak Norwegian so that I could talk about this stuff. But unfortunately not. I mean, it's on me. I wanted a more international audience for my Twitch. Of course, nothing wrong with people wanting a local audience. I know there's definitely, like, streamers who just want to stream to their people of their own country. But that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm not as invested in Norwegian stuff. Not gonna lie. I'm more invested in international internet stuff. Speaking of, we're not too far away from next season of both Hazbin Hotel season 2 is coming out in October, and Smiling Friends season 3 is coming out in October. I'm really excited for both of those. Probably more excited for Smiling Friends because I just enjoy it more. It's more my sense of humor. But I did enjoy Hazbin Hotel season 1, and I assume season 2 is gonna be marginally better at least. Maybe a lot of the major issues are gonna be gone. Mostly the pacing was the issue for me. I'm not one of those people that had a like huge problem with like the concept of the show itself. Mostly the execution, especially the pacing. So hopefully the next season will be better, at least a little bit. But yeah, I'm mostly looking forward to Smiling Friends. I really hope we get a Glep episode. A Glepisode! I wonder what they would do for a Glep episode. My personal want is that they do like pretty much the polar opposite of what they did for the Alan episode in season 2. Where Alan had to go on this like really wild like action adventure. I imagine Glep is just sitting in the office the entire time. Similar to the Brazil episode. But like with a lot less dialogue. Like literally nothing is going on. It's just Glep by himself in the office doing like office maintenance work. Like making coffee. Restocking anything that needs to be restocked. It sounds like it sounds on paper like it would be a very boring episode, and you know, it might be. I personally think Smiling Friends writing is so good that they'd find a way to make it work, but it's probably going to be really hard to make it work. even the Brazil episode, even though I love it, was pretty hit or miss for people because nothing happened in it. Basically, not everyone loves that kind of like realistic, like mundane writing. But I'm still looking forward to the new season. Smiling Friends is really good. It's really fun. If you haven't watched Smiling Friends, go do yourself a favor and watch it. I'm not sure where you can watch it. It's on HBO, right? I believe it's HBO, but I don't know if there's any other places. It's not on Netflix, right? Hold on. Smiling Friends. It's on HBO only, it seems. I guess that would only guess that's only applies regionally. Maybe in other regions it's on Netflix, but not here at least. So that's funny. That's funny. You know when you Google like a show or something, and then Google shows like the casts. It showed that, but it showed Doug Walker as Daniel the Demon Slayer, but the image is not of Doug Walker. It's about a different. It's a different guy. I don't even know who this guy is. Can I? Who is this guy? I don't recognize that guy. But it's funny because it was a black guy, and I'm like, that's not Doug Walker. Maybe it's a different guy with the same name, and so Google got confused. Another Doug Walker. I mean, it sounds like it would be a not too uncommon name. Doug is a common first name. Walker is a decently common last name, right? Makes sense that there would be several Doug Walkers walking the earth. Oh my god, did anyone see the episode of Slightly Artistic? Uh Featuring Doug Walker that came out recently? That was like it was really wholesome. Like I understand like oh Nostalgia Critic the like this the show, the series isn't as good as it used to be, and like obviously Channel Awesome has had some controversy in the past. But like Doug Walker as a guy he's a pretty chill dude. So even when even now when he collab with fucking Chris O'Neill, who famously has like made fun of him, he's like really chill about it, and they just keep making jokes about keep making jokes that they're both in on. It's so wholesome. I feel like I'm rambling a lot today. I guess that's my job as a streamer, to just fucking yap about things. More Chris O'Neill talk, please. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Chris O'Neill. Not, I never really watched him. I watched some, like I watched like compilations of like funny moments and stuff. So I'm not really a fan. I don't even know what he was. I know that he was famous on Newgrounds. He's part of the Newgrounds era, but I don't know what he did on Newgrounds. I don't even know what he did on Newgrounds. The only thing I'm familiar with is Hellbenders, but was that even on Newgrounds or was that like in during the YouTube era? Like just when YouTube was starting? Probably most known for his Dragon Ball animation. Oh yeah, that's right. I know that. I'm familiar. I'm gonna be honest, I am not really I'm not digging how phallic this ended up looking. I'm kind of not digging how phallic this ended up looking. But that's kind of unavoidable with like bees and stuff. They have stingers. And sometimes when you draw them stylized like this, it'll look, it brings the imagery of someone with their schwiener out. Even though, fun fact, only female bees have stingers. And funnily enough, even funnier in this context, stingers are actually like um are modified ovipositors. So like it's literally where their eggs come from. Stingers are their like reproductive organ, so to speak. I don't know if that makes it better or if it makes it worse. Away from here. It is the pee a girl pee, kind of. Got a bulletproof heart. Got a Hollywood smile. Can you run away? Scars got a photograph beam on the getaway mile. Blow a hole in this town. Or talk with a laser beam. Hit out eyes with the bulletin brains, and I'll do it again. I can't see when you come back. Everybody knows you do. Won't let be the one to save you. Gravity don't mean too much to me. So I've got to be right after me. After you run away, like it was yesterday. We could run away. We could run from here. Man, I want to go to an MCR concert. Cause they're back together apparently and like doing concerts again. Everybody knows you do. Stop up, tell the truth, and God will save you. Gravity don't mean too much to me. I've got to be. His pigs are after me. After you run away, like it was yesterday. And we could run away. We could run away from here. Gravity don't mean too much to me. Is this our destiny? This world is after me. After you run away, like it was yesterday. We could run away, run away, run away, run away from here. Away from here. We're only an hour into the stream? Feels like it's been like at least an hour and a half. What? Crazy. Does this make it look better? Like you see the liquid inside? I want, I am very tempted to draw like some of the liquid dripping out of the stinger, but I feel like that would make it a lot more phallic. So I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Straight ahead, does it fly far? Every step might leave a scar or take you far. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that, Zephyr. I'm not doing anything. Can't be helped if the abdomen isn't facing the rear. Listen, I wanted to make it like a more peaceful looking, more friendly looking like counterpart to like Beedrill in a way, and Beedrill has his fucking schweener out. Like obviously it has like drill stingers for hands, so people don't usually focus on it. But have you seen Beedrill? Beedrill just has its stinger like out in front for everyone to look at. For everyone to gawk at, if you will. I also think that the giving it the shape of like a beehive does not help because it just makes it look a lot more organic and weird. Maybe if I like put some legs, that's the wrong layer. If I put some like legs behind here, so it almost looks like it's carrying it around, but it's still like it still is part of its body. It's just shaped like it's carrying it around. So like is a little guy, and then it's got the bit. That would actually make it a penis, wouldn't it? Fuck yeah! I can't not see the penis. This was supposed to be a cute little bee. A cute little bumblebee. Why? Why? The final Evo, maybe put some tiny bees around it. Maybe. Or should I save that for like the quote-unquote mega evolution? Do I want to give this a quote-unquote mega evolution? I mean, that'll really depend on how many insects I can come up with. How many bug types are usually in one region? There's only like a couple of bug type lines, right? Okay, Kanto has quite a few actually. Johto has quite a few. Hoenn doesn't have a lot. Sinnoh has fucking nothing. You know that has a surprising amount? Kalos has barely anything. Same with Galar. Same with Paldea. The more recent regions don't have as many bugs. But the older one had like a good handful of bugs. Stop it with the beeness! Stop it with the beeness! Okay, let's take a step back. Is this better? That's pretty much a better executed version of this design, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Then there's this, which has no concept behind it, so I don't know about it. And there's these buggers in the back over here, which we're just putting down some concepts. This idea here kind of evolved into this, so I guess that's unnecessary. This one, I'm not so confident in at all. Unless I can add like a couple smaller bees around this to like show that it's the queen. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Should I make it a... Should I make it... Should I make a split evolution for it? One male, one female. No, I don't think so. I actually like the progression here a lot, but I feel like I need to redesign the first evolution a little bit, a little bit, a little bit for it to work, just a little bit. Mostly in the face and the antenna, but the body is pretty good. It has that lumpy look that the other two have. And she shines just like a star, and I swear I know her face. I just don't know who you are. Turn the music up in here. I still hear her loud and clear, like she's right there in my ear, telling me that she wants to own me, to control me. Come closer, come closer. Hmm. I need to get this done, you know? Because like on my Blue Sky, I posted a while ago at this point, I posted the little post of the starters, the base form starters. But I want to do a post with all the like early route like Pokemon. The early route trope Pokemon. Your you know, your Rattatas, you know, your Pidgeys, and of course your Caterpies, essentially. For all of you Kanto heads out there. It's like B and highness, because like it's the queen, so it's Venus. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so inappropriate. Pokemon would never allow this. Imagine I'm a concept artist at fucking Game Freak and I show this to my like one of my higher ups and they're just like, what the fuck is this? we can't fucking put this in our game for children. What? It's just a bumblebee. What's so wrong about it? I make a short like Pokédex entry, like just to like give some context for the design. Like, and it's like full of innuendos. And I'm like, whoa, what's wrong with it? It's just a bee, you know? It's a bee. That's so much worse. Venus. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Not today. Not today. I'm about to make it so much worse. I'm about to make it so much worse. Oh god. Thank you, Steam. Thank you, Steam. I now know that one of my friends is playing Silk Song. I had a feeling this song was gonna start playing. I wonder who it might be. It's not you, Sever. I assume you're already playing, so Steam would not notify me that you just started. If I go for this, if I go to the store page real quick for Silk Song, how many of my friends have it? Hold on. Open Steam. Twilight falls in the night, last sight of sun on the. Oh, it's actually not that expensive. Oh, I only have 3 friends that have the game, and 2 friends that want the game. Okay. Okay. I expected more. Question. Okay, the download for Overwatch 2 is still paused. It did not start downloading again when I booted up the PC. I guess that's a good thing. Cross the great unknown. Cross the great. Oh, that looks so weird because I copy pasted the antenna. They stay almost completely still while the the world around them moves around. It looks so weird. Maybe I should have drawn it by hand. All can be said. Everyone for someone. I can yeah, where the love come from. I did me. War has found your heart. I cannot see it. It's been a whole thing where some indie devs were worrying how Silksong being so cheap will devalue indie game prices in general. I mean, obviously, like the developers need to get paid, so having it cost money, completely fair. But we are living in such a capitalist hellscape currently. Here I go talking about capitalism again, by the way. That setting a new standard for games to cost less is the least we can do together as a society. If AAA game developers aren't gonna make games cheaper, at least let indie games become cheaper. To a reasonable extent, of course. Again, making games takes time and costs money, so like the developers need to get paid. But people should at least strive for making them as cheap as possible, right? As cheap as is reasonably possible. But that's just me. I'm no expert on the topic. Fucking, let me get rid of that. Pass over the last star morning, and the future has passed without even a last desperate warning. Then look to the sky where there was a. Plus, I have a feeling that while considering how long it took to develop, they could have made Silksong a lot more expensive. I feel like Team Cherry were confident enough that just the hype for the game in general means that they would make back the money they put into making the game regardless. Like, I may as well Silksong devs can put a price so cheap because millions will buy regardless. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Small indie devs don't have the same privilege. I definitely see that. I definitely do understand that. And again, I am no expert, but I still feel like with the state of the world currently, developers should at least strive for making them as cheap as they as is reasonable. And for some developers, it might not be reasonable to make them as cheap as Silksong. Definitely sounds like a very complex discussion with a lot of factors to take into account. But as I said earlier, considering the current like economic landscape of the world at large, I feel like we shouldn't just accept the fact that video games are expensive, even though obviously it takes a lot to make video games, especially for smaller teams, smaller development teams. That do deserve to be paid for their work. Man, if only there was an economic system that gave everyone that gave everyone their basic necessities so that they wouldn't have to, they could just make games as art instead of needing to make money off of them. You know, if only there was an economic system where you had your needs met so that you could just make your art for art and not anything else, you know? If only such a thing existed. Communism. Sorry, I had something in my throat there. I'm sorry. I'll stop ranting about that now. We're discussing video games. No expert either, but Schedule 1 is the same price but seem to have no hype around it. Well, the thing is that it's different from developer to developer. I'm sure there are definitely like developers and development teams out there that prioritize the consumer's experience over their own economic growth, and that includes the price. Like they're like, oh yeah, we want it to be accessible, so we're gonna have it at a low price despite how much time we put into the game, you know? There are some developers that are just, you know, extra generous like that. But that shouldn't be a requirement. Shouldn't need to be a requirement to just be extra based. Not everyone can afford to be extra based like that, you know? I think most people understand the context why Silksong is able to be cheap and other small devs can't, IMO. Yeah, I just think it's an unfortunate reality that we live in. I don't think I love the shape. There's just something geometrically wrong about it, I believe. Like, I can't really imagine what this looks like from the side or from the back. I think there is something geometrically wrong with this design that I've done. Shit. Hey Arson, welcome. Stretch. Congrats on first, Arson. Man, you guys are so slow about. It's so funny because it's either that the people that come in early forget about first and all of those, and then someone that comes in late redeems first, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, that's right." Or it's someone completely brand new that comes in and redeems several at once because they don't understand what they mean. Is is it true? Did you really download that game again? Yeah, I promised. I promised Hexa I would play with her. I only played for like a week because the next season of Rivals is happening on Friday. I'll probably do an Overwatch stream either tomorrow or Thursday. Probably Thursday because it's still only at 58% complete, and that was after like several hours yesterday. It's a chunky game. I guess if I start downloading it as soon as I end stream, it's probably gonna be finished downloading by the end of tonight, the end of today. So I don't know, maybe I can stream it tomorrow, but I have another game in mind as well. So I think I think I'll stream something else tomorrow just cuz I have something else in mind. Made a disgusting Reaper build, 3 shots Roadhog for crying out loud. Is that with the new perks thing that they added after I stopped playing the game? Is that what you're referring to? Stadium ones? I see. I don't know how Overwatch works anymore. Shut up, Suisse. Didn't do some NSP. I've listened to this song so much, I don't understand why it's not on my on repeat playlist yet. When's the new NSP album coming out again? The curious thing. One may be and one man's change your heart to a little white dove. More than a feeling, that's the power of love. A month. Okay, it's a month until it comes out. Copper and diamond, rich like cream. Stronger and harder, that girl's dream. bad one good. Make a wrong one right. Power of love will keep you home at night. Don't need money, don't take fame. Don't need a credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden, it could sometime. It might just save your life. That's the power of love. That's the power of love. First time you feel it might make you sad.
There's a load of this!
Welcome, Spirit Eater. Also, welcome, Julian. Congrats on 69th. And Spirit Eater, congrats on 3rd. Don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Strong and it's sudden. It's cruel sometimes, but it might just save your life. Say that all in love is fair, but you don't care. Don't know what to do. A little help from above, you'll feel the power of love. Feel the power of love. Yeah, that didn't end up as good as I thought it would. I thought that would look kind of fun. Maybe if I draw it a bit differently. Money, don't take fame. Don't need no credit card to ride this train. Tougher than diamonds, stronger than steel. You will feel nothing till you feel. I don't know. I was just really tempted to draw him right now. I don't know why. I just felt like I had to. I love Zenyatta. Speaking of Zenyatta, did you know that I can become Zenyatta? Look at me. That's the wrong thing. Look at me. I'm Zenyatta now. I got the orbs. I got the orbs around me. You're a Zen main. I never got that. Well, I was until Juno came out. You throw the little creatures, they come back to me. Does Zenyatta actually throw them? Does he not just like make like shoot like fucking energy spheres from the orbs, or does he throw the orbs himself? I forget. Oh my god. Oh my god. Imagine Shang-Chi in Marvel Rivals, but like he works like Zenyatta, and he has the things, and he throws them. Oh my god! I would love that! I would love that. Oh my god, I really want... I thought that, considering like they already have Iron Fist in Rivals, I thought that there's no way they would add Shang-Chi. But honestly, if they really focus on the rings instead of the Kung Fu, even though, you know, he also does Kung Fu, they would probably give him some like Kung Fu abilities, but if they focus more on the 10 rings, that would be really cool. The 10 rings is one of the few times where I think that the movies actually like change the character for the better. But it's mostly due to unfortunate circumstance, because Shang-Chi used to be really cool. He used to be really cool. Then they made Iron Fist. And he became the new, like, kung fu superhero. And kind of took some of Shang-Chi's spotlight. And so giving Shang-Chi something that makes him unique, give him an actual power that makes him unique, I think that's really good. I think the MCU did a great solid there. There are very few times where I think the MCU changed something for the better. But this is one of those times. What Howard the Duck in Rivals? It is reported that they are working on putting him in Rivals. But it won't be for another little while. Because we already know, due to people having early access to season 4 and reading like the gallery cards and the lore, we already have hints to what the next season is. And it's gonna involve the Collector, and it's probably gonna introduce Gambit and Rogue. More X-Men! Yippee! I love X-Men! Ugh. At least we have Angela. At least we have Angela. At least Angela's coming. I like Angela. Guardians of the Galaxy getting another member. Although I don't know how connected she is to the Guardians of the Galaxy in the lore of Rivals. It doesn't seem like she's that connected. She does have an interaction, she does have a like voice interaction with Star-Lord and Rocket. Like referencing her time as part of the Guardians. But I don't know if she's like part of the Guardians in the lore, you know? Probably not. They seem to be focusing on the heaven, which makes sense. Mantis, but again, would you believe me? Would you believe me if I said that there is a character in Marvel that is basically like a dark, twisted version of Mantis? Her name is Moondragon. She was also like like prophesized to become the celestial Madonna. She also has like mental abilities, but like she's a lot more powerful than Mantis in that regard. Like Mantis, you know, she can, you know, influence like your mind and your emotions. Moondragon is straight up just a high level telepath. A lot stronger than Mantis in that regard. And she was also on the Guardians of the Galaxy. So she is, in many ways, straight up just dark, twisted Mantis. But she does have an evil side. Moondragon has an evil side. Because she's possessed by the Dragon of the Moon. Hence the name. It would be really fun if we got Moondragon in the game. But I find it unlikely. Because she's not that popular. Also, she's one of Marvel's most famous, like, queer people, so... I guess it would be fine as long as they don't add Phyla, but, like, she's more popular than Moondragon. She's actually coming to the new, Marvel Cosmic Invasion game. So I think it's more likely that they'll add Phyla-Vell to Rivals than Moondragon. And if they add Phyla-Vell, then I think it's near impossible that they'll add Moondragon, because then they would have to acknowledge, like, very explicitly that they're gay. And as far as I have seen so far, they seem hesitant to do that. Like Angela is gay. Angela is gay. She has a wife. And in one of her voice lines in Rivals, she does mention her wife. But it's only one voice line. And she just mentions her by name. They're very explicitly not... it seems they're very explicitly trying to make her not gay. So if they're adding Phyla-Vell or Moondragon, they're not gonna add the other, because then they would have to very explicitly say it. So I find it unlikely that they'll add one if they add the other. And it seems like Phyla is the most likely to get in the game because she is growing in popularity. One, because she's in Cosmic Invasion. She's gonna be in Cosmic Invasion. And two, because she was introduced, a version of her was introduced at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And while there's no confirmation about any future MCU projects quite yet, the leaked like script for Avengers Kang's Dynasty, while they were still doing that instead of Doomsday, she was a character there. So, like, yippee. I'm happy to see that Phyla-Vell is finally getting, like, mainstream recognition. But are Rivals gonna allow her to be gay? I doubt it. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just sort of drawing and yapping. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised that they mentioned Sarah at all. They could have easily not mentioned her. But the fact that she has one voice line, it's more than I expected, so. But I have a feeling that's how far they will go. There's a meme. Let me find it. There's a meme. Let me see if I can find it, because there's a meme. There's a meme that Hexa sent me. let me see if I can just open a new thing and then just, paste. There we go. Good enough. So, are we getting Pride stuff for Rivals or Chinese company IP owned by Disney? I don't have I don't have high expectations for I don't have high expectations for Rivals in that regard. It's unfortunate, but like it's how the state of the world is currently. Even if the developers themselves wanted to add it, I feel like the censors wouldn't let it through because the I'm gonna skip this song actually. Hell yeah. I feel like the censors would not let it through because they'd be scared of the community backlash. The mouse would not permit it, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Disney does like to pander to gay people. Like having anything like showing two women for kissing on screen, no, they won't do that. But I kind of could see them doing what Overwatch did, where they have like little pride stuff, like banners and stuff like that. I could see that. And I guess if they're willing to do that, then they're willing to have like gay characters have like cute interactions the same way Reed and Sue voice crack, I'm sorry, Reed and Sue do. I could possibly see them do that. Do I think it's likely? No. Could I see it? Yeah. Only time will tell. We'll see what happens when this season is over and they can make more they can give Angela more casual voice lines instead of having it all be about the current lore. Have you guys noticed that every time there's a new character that comes out to Rivals, all their like debut voice lines focus on the current lore of the season? Because that's where they're most involved. And then as like the new seasons come out, they give them new, less like lore focused voice lines and more just casual like character interactions. I could see, and I really hope that when this season is over, we get more more casual voice lines with Angela. Especially since, again, going back to like season 5 speculation based on based on what the lore of season 4 has said so far. I'm really struggling to draw the face of this thing, by the way, if you haven't noticed. I think we've been on this exact, like, thing for, like, 20 minutes now. But anyway, people are speculating that obviously, it's hinted that the next 2 heroes to come in season 5 are Rogue and Gambit, who are a couple, and a lot of the leaked voice lines, voice interaction between them and other characters all talk about how they're married or in love. And also considering how they originally planned the seasons to be like 3 months long instead of 2 months long, it would have made season 5 fall around Valentine's Day. So people are speculating that the next season will be themed around love. And with that in mind, I really, really hope Angela will have more lines talking about Sarah. But again, only time will tell if they actually do that. I wonder if there's gonna be community backlash, like, wait, Angela's a lesbian? What? They didn't have to say that in Rivals. Ruined my game. Not that it's gonna stop the Gooners. It's fucking Overwatch Gooners do not care that Tracer's a lesbian. They still make porn of her with men, so it's not gonna stop any of the Gooners or the insane shippers. I'm not gonna say pro shippers because that's not accurate, but all the insane, like, shippers in the Rivals community that don't care about lore at all and just ship characters based on them being cute together. God, I hate how popular Loki X Mantis has become just because of Rivals. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling a lot today. Oh my god, the faces of this fucking bug. Goddamn bug throwing my games. Hung out with my boyfriend from Saturday to Sunday. Went up watching Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It was interesting. Ended up watching the anime and started to read the source material. Gotta say, I like the comic better than the live action. I have never read the comics, but I watched the movie like a long time ago, and I really liked it, and I've watched it several times since. I also really liked the anime. I just think Scott Pilgrim is such an interesting franchise. Cause like every installment of the franchise pretty much just tells the same story, just plays it out differently. Which originally was just a result of the comic and the movie actually being made at the same time. And so on both sides, they both on the movie side and the comic side, they weren't sure how to end it, and so they just did 2 different things. But then they I find it so fun that they played into that once again with the anime and gave that a completely different spin too. It's really cool. Scott Pilgrim is a very unique franchise in that regard. But yeah, I haven't read the comic ever. I should probably do that someday because it's. I really like the movie. In the comic, Scott is less of a jerk. Really? I thought the whole point of his character is that he's like a jerk. That's like the whole point of like his evil doppelganger, whose name I'm not gonna say out loud, being such a chill guy. Let me check the website, my totally legal website where I totally like read comics totally legitimately totally. Definitely has Scott Pilgrim, right? Yep. No. Mm. Hold on. Let me go to Pinterest real quick. All right. This from a rock armada, an umbrella of evil in your pina colada. Death roll, put on your lace, surfing waves as your rotting mortal soul decays. Lay back in the sand and drift slowly away, and renounce your god's existence at the seafood buffet. Hmm. Pinterest is not helping me here. A lot of fun ideas for bug type evolutions, though. I wonder if I want to do that. There are two things I could do when it comes to evolutions for my region. One is a counterpart to Sylveon, which would almost definitely have to be a dragon type. Either that or maybe a steel type. I feel those are the only two, or the two that are most thematically appropriate for for Sylveon. Maybe poison, but I think thematically steel and dragon are the best because they're like dragons are also fairy tale like, and steel is like knights, like medieval knights. So that works. But the other route I can do is just make two brand new evolutions to have their own thematic connection to each other. And I would kind of love to do a bug type evolution. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Mostly because of my love of moths. I feel like a moth evolution. I mean, that's what most bug type evolutions are. Most people do make moths because they're just the most mammal looking bugs because of how fuzzy they are. But if I do that, I wouldn't know what type to make the counterpart. Like, what's a good thematic balance for bug type? Oh my god, I already forgot what I was talking about. I want your love. I want your love. All I know is that to me, you look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms. Watch out, here I come. I didn't have enough oxygen in my lungs to sing that, to sing along with that line. My face when no song request. Lucy, honey, sweetie, you're never here on Fridays when it's actually music requests. I can send you a DM to remind you next time if you really want song requests. You're saying I have bad memory? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you're never here when it's actually song requests. So if you really want to, I can DM you when it's happening so you're aware. Unless you just want to complain. In that case, I'll leave you be. Ow. Man, this bug is starting to piss me off. I don't know what to. I don't know. I don't know what to. The bug. Silk Song. You're calling me a crybaby. You know what? Yeah, I am calling you a crybaby. Because you're being one. You're sleeping on the couch? Yes, honey. Can you at least sleep on the couch with me? Hmm. I sleep in bed with a pile of plushies. Can I not be one of the plushies though? Please. Please. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Also, hi Hecate, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Stretch.
Nut.
Nut. No crunchy alerts. I don't control the alert. Sometimes they're crunchy, sometimes they're not crunchy. What do you want from me? What can I do to ever satisfy this woman? Mm. Actually, looking back, this is actually not a bad design. I don't hate it. I just have to not think about penis, and it's actually a cute design. You, on the other hand, you. Can't draw that on stream? What do you mean I can't draw that on stream? It's a bee with like a honey bottle on it. Yes, it's somewhat phallic, but it's not explicit. I can draw whatever I want. I'm gonna skip this. I'm late. Hi Val, welcome. Hope you're doing well. The honeycomb. Shut up! It's not that bad. On private property and hold each other close beneath the moonlight. Got a fun idea. Lean and kiss her cheek, gently whisper in your ear. Let's steal a car tonight. Get a felony with me and ride until the sun. Should I just go all in on the innuendo of this fucking evolutionary line? Draw whatever I want. She's not drawing me. She doesn't want me. I literally just drew you the other day. You know what? You know what? Actually, fun fact. I even had a feeling that you weren't gonna like this one in particular, and so I actually started on a second one that is just a headshot of you. But I was so caught up in drawing this one that I completely let this one to the wayside. But if you want to, I can draw you. I can keep working on this. What do you mean I loved it? I know you did, but I had a feeling you wouldn't. Cause it's based on a stupid Sonic meme. Actually, I have it. I have it. I don't have to go look up an image of it because I have it. I have it. I have it here. If I just get rid of all of these things on top, get rid of these in front, get rid of Lucy, get rid of the ones in the back, get rid of this color. This meme with the Sonic plush and a bunch of Amy's. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. This woman. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what you like in your art. I don't know what you like in art of your character. I rarely draw art of your character and I feel bad about it. I want to draw you a lot more than I actually do. But I always pressure myself to make it look really good, and then when I can't make it look really good, I just stop drawing because I don't want to disappoint you. It doesn't help that I keep comparing myself to like comparing my art to art that other people have drawn of you, of your Sona, and I'm like, ah, everyone's so good. Which is not a healthy way to draw. That looks way too spiky. I wanted to make it look fluffy. Still looks very spiky. I need a Democracy. Can I shake you? Stop being silly. I can't. My brain likes being mean to me. Oop, upside down. Oh no, they're shaking me. They're shaking me. I'm being silly. Look fluffy enough. When I think of Lucy, I think soft, fluffy, comfy, huggable. So that's the vibe I need to keep up when drawing Lucy. Wait. Okay, this is the eye with the scar, so it wouldn't really be visible. I'm still disappointed in myself for last year's birthday art where I completely forgot the scar. But it was so funny because I didn't notice until Lucy like looked at it on stream, and I was like, I said in chat like, oh my god, I forgot the fucking scar. And Lucy laughed, which is what's important. What am I? Am I fluffy and huggable? You too are fluffy and huggable. I also remember last year we made Lucy cry because we put together a cute little kudo board for her. We didn't do that this year, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe I just wasn't invited this time. I'm awake. Are you? did you did you start falling asleep? Think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. Oh, I have a fun idea. What if like Lucy's like split along here and on this side like Monster Lucy comes out a little bit. That could be funny. That could be fun. Well done. Where's the model sheet for or reference sheet, whatever you call it, for Monster Lucy? I'm sure I can find it in the gift art channel. There it is, right there. Not very different in the face, actually. Really only the eyes and the horns. Guys, I once again forgot a detail on Lucy's design. I'm such a failure! Ah! It's fine. It's fine. Ah, fine. Mino and Laura Monster Lucy. I'll explain later because the idea is neat, but I won't ruin it for you. I mean, if you don't want it, if you don't want it because it's not lore accurate, then I'm not gonna do it. I just think it would be fun, but if it's not lore accurate, then I don't have to. Sabia, you're not a failure. I don't actually mean it. I just keep disappointing myself. It will be lore accurate actually. All right. If I separate it along like because if it's just at the like corner of the mouth, then I can, you know, if it splits like right here, but do like a cool like rift effect, like it's like she's transforming here, and then like long mouth. Where are her eyes? There's one up there and one there and one in the middle. I can draw that, right? I'm skilled enough to draw that. Kind of get hidden by the hair, maybe. It could be fun. Maybe I have to change the position of the eye a little bit to make room for the other eyes. The one in the middle would also be visible, I believe. And also the horns. I mean, Monster Lucy is also like huge, so. All I wanna do is see you turn into a giant woman, a giant woman. Can't stop, won't stop, sing, dipping, my God. I'm sketching too much. I need to be. My line art need to be more clean. Hold on, would her shoulder even be visible there? Yes, it would be like that, right? Something like that. Ah, so cute. Lucy has just such a cute design. I love it. I love it a lot. I'm totally not just biased because I like Lucy. Oh, wrong thing. Oh no. Not sure if I quite love that, but it'll be fine for now. As I'm still figuring out how to make this design work. I think the Monster Lucy side doesn't need clothes, right? Show like some pattern on her shoulder. Actually, her design doesn't have patterns on the shoulder. Only on the legs and the tail and the other set of arms. I mean, it doesn't have to be lore accurate. It could just be like an artistic interpretation to like show that she has patterns, even though they wouldn't they wouldn't actually be visible from this angle in particular. It's just to show that they are in fact there, you know? I also like that even Monster Lucy still has the pretty pink hair. I think it looks cool so far. We have hit the 3-hour mark, but I could at least finish the sketch. There's really only this one hair thing that goes here that I'm missing. Guess that wasn't that hard. The Wolf Lucy side isn't really a sketch, it's actually pretty clean, but the Monster Lucy side is very much still a sketch. So I don't know. Uh, I don't know. Oh, her ear. She has a second ear. I'm I'm a little bit silly. I forgot that. Got the ear over here. Get a little sharper than the other ear. Just to really differentiate. Contrast is important, you know? Of course, kind of got buried by the hair, so I'm gonna make them longer. A little bit longer. So that you can better see them. That's a very Hazbin Hotel looking horn. Or hell of a boss, rather. But that's cute. I like it. I like how it's looking so far. That's looking good so far. swear there has to be some sort. There has to be one bug type that has this exact mouth, right? I'm not just pulling out of my ass. Swaddle has a similar, but not the exact mouth. Again, Snom has a similar, but not exact mouth. What? Where did I get this mouth from? Is it if it's not on any Pokemon? What? Not. Ah, Pincurchin, but that's not a bug type. So I guess it's fine. Ugh. I need to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be back. And I think when I come back, we'll just end the stream since ads started playing. But I'll be right back. I'm back. I'm gonna move over here. Hold on, I just remembered. Gotta remember to. On the birthday art, I forgot Lucy's piercing. I'm gonna have to add it now. Well, I'm still thinking of it so that I don't forget it later. I'm gonna be so upset with myself if I forget a detail. I know it's just a minor detail, and Lucy doesn't really care. She just likes that I make art for her. But I disappoint myself when I forget a detail. probably an unhealthy mindset, but I can't help it. I'm such a perfectionist with my art. You guys already know that I'm a bit of a perfectionist with my art. Throw down. It was quiet because in space there is no sound. Did we mention that this took place in space? Did to shut your face? Also, there were robots and sharks. But now let me open this, close that, open this, and we'll go look for someone to raid. Stretch. Oh. Found a new goober in my Twitch recommended. I'm not sure if I should raid them. They're a pretty big streamer. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. Shh. Ain't got many friends left to talk to. The ones around when I'm in trouble. No thing for you. Say the net will keep it undercover. I just wanna use your love tonight. I don't wanna lose your love tonight. I think we're gonna raid Saihi. Mostly because they're doing art right now. They're doing art of Pokemon, it seems. They haven't started just yet, but it look the based on the references they've pulled up currently, it seems like they want to draw a cute little art of a Gudra and a Dragonite like hugging. And I like that. So have raid message. Have raid message, and I'm gonna start the raid. I don't wanna lose your love. Yeah, I just want your love. I don't wanna lose your love. I just wanna use your love. Do a little stretch. And have a little bit of water. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this stream. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate you all for being here. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. I will be back tomorrow with a game. It's called Star Garden. It's still only a demo. But it's a game made by the YouTuber Chowmix. He's a Sonic YouTuber, and it's essentially if you put the Chow Garden into Kirby Air Ride, and it looks really fun, and I want to play it, and so I'm gonna be playing that. tomorrow. So I hope you look forward to that. But as always, remember to eat food, drink water, take care of yourself, take your meds if you need them. And I hope to see you all back again next time. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Bye bye. Bye, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.